What's up everyone? This is a tutorial on how to make the switches and junction system that you saw in the monorail hub that I posted before. I'll show you how to make the junctions and the redstone and redstone torches that power them. So first off, you see that this is 3 high. This is a little just impromptu platform. The reason why I make it 3 high is because the redstone torches need to hit the junctions directly from below, and they accept input from the sides. So I'll show you what I mean later on. But first off, let's create a T-Junction. Let's go forward here. And I'm going to, just for reference from below and above, it's always good to have a reference, I'm going to make the junctions appear on the stone, or cobblestone rather than the dirt. So here's the first junction. Okay, it's facing left right now. The way that redstone works is I'm going to put this one here so that it's directly touching the top here. Okay, this redstone powers to its left, right, back and forward on the same level as well as on top. So just as an example here, it powers to its sides and up top. That's very important. That's how it gives power. It receives power from the sides. So you see that these are off. Okay? The reason why that's important is, let's say that I'm giving it power from here. See how it's giving power to the side? It's receiving power from here, so that means it's off. Okay? On. Let's get a better viewpoint. On. Off. Again. See? So that's the reason why we make this platform 3 high and make this 1 high, so that it could receive easier and give easier. So if we go up top here, you'll see that it's facing to our left. Take it out. All right. Again, our left, our right. That's how you know that it's connecting to the correct block. Now, you remember I just showed you how the redstone here powered that, like this? We could also do the same thing with a switch. Okay, so it's off. And notice how this is not giving or receiving any power right now. Now it is. Okay, so it's off, which means that's on, not receiving any power. And once that receives power, it shuts off. Okay, so all we have to do now to make this come to the main platform is build a staircase to get there. Okay, now it's coming up to the main platform. The first thing you want to do is build a switch. So this gives power just like a redstone torch, aka this is now powering this entire block, meaning that when I turn this on, you'll notice right here will receive power from this switch. Okay, and we can see that as well. This is now facing right. Turn that on, it's now facing left, which means that this has changed its power mode. That's now off. It's now on, and that's facing the other direction. Quick little note about the redstone. It only goes 15 blocks long. So, as an example, if I keep going with this, on the 15th block, it will stop and not receive any power. The way to combat this, to make it extended, is creating a gate that receives power. So this power is flowing into the block, powering it up, which means that it's negating this. If you do that twice, it's a double negation, meaning that this is on, negate, negate, it's back to being on again. And thus you can now extend this another 15. Okay? But that's just a little quick side note, because I'm probably going to need to do that. Lag. Always good. Probably going to need to do that again later on down the line, as you see. But for now, as I showed you before, that was a switch up here. You also notice in the last video that there are indicator lights. So let's try doing that. Okay? Right now, this track is active. So we want this to be on and this to be off. meaning that we have to cancel this out. The easiest way to do that is make this receive power. Okay? Make this come over here. Now, notice how this, even though this is looking like it's giving power, it's not actually receiving it. Notice how nothing changes? The reason why is because for this to work, a straight line has to be in effect. So, I'll show you what I mean. Let's redo this here and extend this out. Okay. So now, notice how this is straight as it goes into it. Huzzah! It's now working. Okay. You get to verify that. That's how you get that to work. Now, we want to do the exact opposite thing with this one. We want to make this one get off now. So, think about it this way. Remember how I said that this receives power, turns off? This is not receiving power, so it's on. So you want this one to receive power. The way that you do that is by creating that not gate that I showed you before. So let's negate this. Okay. And let me just double check where this is located. This is located 1, 2, 3 in. So 1, 2, 3 in. So that's where that block's located. Ideally, that would be happening. But because this is coming out with power, if we directly connect it, that's going to shut off and not do what we want. So we're going to have to negate this. Easiest way is create another NOT gate. That has no power now, and that goes to here, meaning that's on, and that works. So, facing right, that's on, that's off. Press the switch, that's on, that's off, this is active. So, we're good. Again, just to review, power coming in, power directly on the side, that is being negated over here, and negated again over here. So that's why that's off, and that's off. And this one's on, coming to here. So that negates that, making that off, and that negates, and negates, making that on. So that's how the indicator light system works. If we want to expand this, I find that it's easier if you're coming down here as well, not to overdo it, meaning that you don't want to create, notice how we have like that switch goes to here. We don't want to make a second switch here and a third switch here. So the best way to do that is to combine the two together. Okay. Okay, those are now hitting those. Because those are both off, these are now both facing to the left. Or the right, I can't actually see right now, but that doesn't matter at the moment. Okay, let's make this go, actually, to the other side, to the main junction as well. And again, since this only spans 15, we're going to have to make a double negation. And always make sure that the negation points towards the switcher. You don't want it to make a point towards the actual switch. You want to make it towards the switcher, aka the junction. So let's do that. That extended it. And let's make the same exact type of staircase to get there. Okay, again, there's a switch. They are both facing right. Hit that again, they're both facing left. And following what you did before, you could create the same exact type of indicator system. So that's how you do it. Make the base, have fun.